been a lot of upgrades in this race over the years. For example, 14 years ago, I don't think you had actual accurate timing. That's something that came through evolution, didn't it?
Well, the interesting thing is I think we did have accurate timing, but at that point we might not have had an accurate...
Was Steve counting on his fingers and toes? I mean, how'd you do this?
It was electronic.
1,001
but it might not have been an accurate 5K course.
Yeah.
So in the past several years we have had the course certified. Now this is actually a big deal for serious runners because they know...
That's the upgrade I'm referring to.
Yes.
Yeah.
They know that the course they're running is a certified 5K course. It's certified by U.S. Track and Field. So we have a professional person come and measure it. And so now this year we might point out that since it's a Sunday that New Year's falls on, there's going to be church in on the green, and you know, we don't want 700 runners mucking up the church traffic and people attending church. So we're moving the start of the race a few blocks away to South Union Street to the KFC Hall. So we're running a slightly different route than we've run in the past. We're not running from the green to the harbor. We're running from the KFC on South Union Street down to the harbor and back. But that course has also been certified 5K. So we have we will once again have accurate time.
Let's talk about the course itself. Rick, it starts at the Knights of Columbus on South Union Street.
Well, registration is at Knights of Columbus. The start is really right at Calvin Leach School. Across from because we had to get the 3.1 miles to, just the way it came out. But it starts right at the, basically the driveway to Calvin Leach School. It goes down south on South Union Street, take a right on Stonehouse Road to the end, and then left on that quick little jog on Old Whitfield, and then Summer Street, it's about 100 yards there. Yeah. Then left on Whitfield Street down to the marina, turn around where we did in the past at the marina, turn around and come back and retrace back to South Union Street and finish right at the door of the Knights of Columbus Hall. Okay, well, it's similar, but different. And I think maybe the fact that it is different could be maybe a little interesting for some people, too, to run a different course this time. Now, in terms, again, you guys were all runners, or maybe you still are. Hills, I know you have the hill over the bridge on Whitfield Street. So both sides.
And I know when I walk, go in one direction, it's okay. Coming back the other way, it's a little, for some reason, the bridge is higher. I don't know what it is.
It's higher on one side than the other.
Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah. I thought so.
There are actually 4 hills. I mean, there's a little one coming up Stonehouse Road after South Union Street. Slight, incline there. Oh, yeah. Goes down and then goes up a little bit to Whitfield, and then coming back, you go up that little hill. It's about 2.5 mile mark just past the fairgrounds, a little hill there. So
it's what's called a gently rolling course.
Correct.
Yeah, and we call it it's a scenic course.
It is definitely scenic, and you got some historic sites that you're going to go by. And really, if people aren't familiar with Guilford, this is a great opportunity to see some parts of Guilford that are really nice.
Absolutely, and getting back to the timing, we have a relatively new innovation that's being used. Was used last year. It's a timing device that is in the bib, in the actual number bib the person wears on the front of their shirt. It's disposable and it's free. We don't charge our runners for the bib. So it's a departure from the era when people had to wear a chip on their shoe, and then at the end of the race they had to return that chip to the race people, and that was kind of
what do they do now with the bib?
Now they can just take the bib and throw it away or take it home. It doesn't matter.
They can?
Yeah, once they're done, they're done.
Oh, that's a good deal.
And it makes for accurate timing. It's a very accurate system.
Yeah, well, what's the actual technology? What's in the bib that causes this thing to be accurate?
Yeah, we think I'm guessing, but we think it's some kind of an RF transmitter, an RF signal that's generated.
Julie, I told you there would be a question they couldn't answer.
But I will tell you, I will tell you this, that it is very sensitive, and we've learned that we need to keep finishers, once they come across the finish line, they have to stay away from the finish line, because last year the race was actually won by Marianne Bracken, who was a walker who didn't even compete in the race, but she happened to have one of those under her shirt and happened to walk too close to the timing strip on her way back to the community center.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, remember we were handing out the prizes and like her names up there. So, wait a minute, there's something wrong here.
All right, so you start registration at the Knights of Columbus in the hall at 9:30. Right. And when they come back from the race, I know you guys have kind of a whole brunch going there. What do you have planned for this year?
It's bagels, muffins, hot cider, coffee,
and
on the chowder.
Chowder from Casey's
Clam
Pub.
chowder.
Oh, the chowder was great last year.
Casey's Pub makes a
From
terrific
Casey's
chowder.
Pub.
So, yep.